One of TV's legendary funny man is still going strong at 88.
He sure is. CBS 2's Vince Gerasoli found out how Chicagoan Bob Newhart keeps things fresh for a whole new audience.
You think Angelina Jolie asked Brad Pitt to take out the unrecyclable?
The humor of Bob Newhart.
And she said, if you were Brad Pitt, I wouldn't ask you to take out.
How did Chicago shape you and your humor?
There's something about the Midwest. There's something about values.
At 87, fans are still flocking to his side as he spoke at a Salvation Army fundraiser.
Bob Newhart is the great expression of just wholesome Chicago comedy.
Raised in the Austin neighborhood and a graduate of St. Ignatius and Loyola University, Newhart started life as an accountant. That didn't last long.
I think it gave me the somewhat twisted way I have of looking at life. I think I'm indebted to the Jesuits for that.
In the 70s, his Bob Newhart Show was a trend-setting situation comedy set in Chicago. 4 decades later, he won his first Emmy playing Professor Proton on The Big Bang Theory. Has humor changed?
It's much faster now. We used to take on the Bob Newhart Show. It took 1.5 minutes to set up this joke.
Newhart's classic style of deadpan satire was on display today.
It was in his 3rd book. He wrote about the time that he met Jesus. If I met Jesus, that's in my first book. I thought they would be onto me long before this. I thought I had maybe 5 years, and we're coming up on 60.
And still going strong. Newhart still has 2 sisters who live here in the Chicago area, and he visits whenever he can. He is also a diehard Cubs fan. And you got to see that, you know, he was, if you're not familiar with Bob Newhart, some younger folks in the audience might not be, he was really stumbling and bumbling through his routine. That's part of his deadpan humor, and that's how he
the dry wit, and you can see the joke coming. You're like, wait for it, wait for it,
delivery,
and the pitch.
Pause.
And he had everyone laughing today. I mean, it was just like going to a Second City
we were
performance.
sitting here laughing when he was delivering the punchline.
Hilarious. And that Big Bang episode, it's one of my favorite. With him and Sheldon, oh my goodness.
You can watch that and a lot of his old humor too. Go online, you go YouTube him, and you'll find out what's made him a classic all these decades.
All right.